Good morning, America. Psych, fuck America. Babylon is falling and she got no one to cherish her. Abba coming back, I'm hoping that he gonna perish her. Shit, it's only right the Israelites is gonna settle her. I ain't talking settlement, ain't looking for a check. Take a heathen out of no black, not a Nike tech. Take a heathen out, no cap. This attack, if I hear him soaking out his fucking neck, he getting stretched. I'm the littest dude, you know that I'm the boss. Thugging in my own way, gotta keep the love. Really rich boys, man, what you think it costs? Shit, it only costs my spirit, now a nigga ain't lost. We got this great whore trying to keep up. Made our people comfortable enough to kick her feet up. To the point that it don't even matter if we speak up. Only a worry about it's a re-up. A nigga can't keep up. Feed into the bullshit like the money and the ice. We feed into the bullshit like the lean mixed with Sprite. We feed into the bullshit like the cars and the hoes. We feed into the bullshit, now it's long little bros. Caught us out, dugging on the block with the woes. Propaganda on the news, streets getting cold. Now we on the weed, in the 80s it was snow. Now they got us banging different sets, going toe to toe. Why you kill your own brother, nigga? Don't even know. Why you kill your own brother, nigga? Now you gotta go. You really playing up for pussy, nigga? Man, she just a hoe. Sent him to the most high, sending you low. You read what you saw, now there's to get back. The Lord ain't playing games, judging quick like a jetpack. Just trying to express that. I really hope you get that. Nigga, I ain't capping to the truth because I meant that. Come on in America. Psych, fuck America. I say at 47, you know I'm just trying to bury her. Sin reaching the heavens and it's only getting heavier. 140 on the hump home, the predators. Steady being patient while we wait for him to get it. Catch you, eat him like with his son so I could bash his head. Psalms 147, yeah, I'm trying to praise the Lord. 149, we gon' kill him with a sword. Only 12 tries, but I just scored. 1-3 on the back of the jersey like Paul George. 14 hidden books, I'm trying to find more. Knock amazing cold out on the 33rd floor. Come on in America. Psych, fuck America. Babylon is falling and she got no one to cherish her. Abba coming back, I'm hoping that he gonna perish her. Shit, it's only right the Israelites is gonna settle her. I ain't talking settlement, ain't looking for a check. Take a heathen out of no black, not a Nike tech. Take a heathen out, no cap. This attack, if I hear him soaking out his fucking neck, he getting stretched. Come on in America. Psych, fuck America. Babylon is falling and she got no one to cherish her. Abba coming back, I'm hoping that he gonna perish her. Shit, it's only right the Israelites is gonna settle her. I ain't talking settlement, ain't looking for a check. Take a heathen out of no black, not a Nike tech. Take a heathen out, no cap. This attack, if I hear him soaking out his fucking neck, he getting stretched.
Yeah, sorry.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. All praise, honor, glory to the Most High. Yahweh Bashem Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. We at it again. I'm in the robe again because I'm in the cold room, man. Brothers in the warm room over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the cold room. But all praise, honor, glory to the Most High. Y'all see the title, man? Listen, we know when we speak about certain communities, when we speak about certain individuals, we gotta tread lightly, but at the same time we gotta be stern, and we gotta speak what the Lord says to speak, man. You know what the scriptures say. The scriptures speak for the Bible speaks for God, the God creation of all things, but the lover of few, right? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He commands us to speak on against evil and wickedness, man. So what we come to do here is the same thing we did yesterday. We speak in truth, but we got to, in certain things we say, we got to speak in code, because it's crazy how certain communities be so sensitive on certain things and certain quote unquote trigger words that could be against YouTube community guidelines. So we got to tread around that, right? So we're going to speak on certain things. And as you can see, why is the LGBTQ community not speaking about this, right? And before we go into anything, those are our young brothers at the beginning of the video, man. Our brothers in Rhode Island, Shah, Amaka, and the rest of the brothers, man. That's, you know, that's one joint they got out. You know, they putting some music together, and we like to support home team first, but all of Truth Music, you know what I'm saying? All the Truth Music. There's a lot of Truth Music out there. Fire. We got our own genre. We got our own community. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't have to go into other communities and you know what I mean? Deal the way they dealing with this topic, man. So subscribe to The Servants Rhode Island. Subscribe to all the channels that you see us share on the community board of YouTube. You see that any channel we share, those are channels that are servant based. That has to deal with the servants. So, why is the LGBTQ community not talking about this? So we're gonna play a little clip from Instagram, and this is fair use. Fair use. We're not monetized, not yet. Hopefully, we can get monetized eventually in the near future, but we're not monetized. But we still don't need no more copyrights and all of this stuff. But we're gonna share a lot of different things and a lot of articles. So this is from our brother Joel Benjamin, good friend of mine from Brooklyn. This is his Instagram, and I just want to give y'all the summary of what the LGBTQ is not talking about. And to be honest, it happened a while ago, but the sentence just happened not too long ago, right? And we're gonna read about it. We're gonna talk about it. And if you're sensitive and you're emotional, hey, just change the channel now. Don't even watch the video. Don't even watch the video. You know what I'm saying? Because this is also not just sensitive, I guess, to the communities that's always sensitive, but it's sensitive to us real brothers and sisters that live on the straight path, right? Like the Bible says, we're on a straight path, right? That straight and narrow path. So we're going to play this so y'all can understand what we talk about. Then we're going to go into some articles, and we're going to, of course, go into these scriptures. So let me share this real quick. If you want to say anything, Aliyah, you know what I'm saying?
I just want to say this real fast. The scripture, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. It says, "Woe to them call evil good and good evil." So we're not going to be those men that's going to sit here and pacify the evil that goes on here in Babylon. We're going to speak out against it. We're going to speak out against the wickedness of this world. Right? We're going to let our people know that this is going off. Right? But that I yield.
God. All praises. So what you see right here, right? This is Joel's Benjamin. This is his Instagram. And he titled this, "Too many to be deleted after what they did to these children, shaking my head. Protect the children at all costs. Hey, I'm just a messenger." And that's all we are. We're just messengers. Protect the children by all costs is what every community should be about. Every community should have that same sentiment of protecting the children, man. Right? So let's go into it. Wait, the volume ain't up. Bear with me.
They adopted from a Christian special needs agency called All God's Children at the age of 3 and 5. Zachary.
Hold on. We're going to have to play it over. But we're going to have to probably let it sit and then play it over again.
And William Zulock were caught molesting the two young kids for long periods of.
Let it play first because it don't got a bar to go back on it. But you could see the demons without even hearing anything. Look at the demonic forces in these people's eyes, man. Right? And why is this community not talking about it? Okay, here we go. Let's start it over.
Breaking news: 2 gay men from Georgia, darlings of the LGBTQ community, have now been convicted and sentenced to 100 years in prison with no chance of parole after they created a house of horror for their 2 sons, which they adopted from a Christian special needs agency called All God's Children at the age of 3 and 5. Zachary and William Zulock were caught molesting the 2 young kids for long periods of time, performing oral you-know-what on the 2 boys and forcing them to do the same to them and raping them. The couple decided to go further and pimp out the kids to other nearby men, including this guy, sending footage to this guy, also going to jail for raping them. The police have found over 7 terabytes of videos, images, text messages of the crimes. Join me on Discord to discuss it.
So we're going to dissect all of that. All right. And fair use, we're sharing this video, fair use. What you see here, right? You heard about it. This is a LGBTQ community couple, right? And there are 2 men. but they 17B is a lot. I don't know what that means. So they took they adopted children from a Christian adoption agency, right? And we have a lot of Christian scoffers. So they adopted 2 children from a Christian agency, and they got sentenced for 100 years in jail. Right? They got sentenced for 100 years in jail for child abuse. We can't say certain things, so use your imagination. But they got 100 years for child abuse, right? That's the way we're going to address it, because we know we know the censorship is real when you speak in truth and you're speaking against evil and wickedness in high places. So not only was it child abuse, but they also shared these children for more child abuse from other same community members, other members that's a part of their community. They shared that child abuse with. Not only was they sending pictures and videos, but they were allowing the physical child abuse to happen. Now, this is the kicker, though, right? They got these children. Oh yeah, it said that's what it is. He said they found 7 terabytes of footage. 1 terabyte can store. We put that in so y'all can see that. 1 terabyte can store about 10 to 16 hours of 4K video. So it was over 70 hours of video.
Great.
It wasn't a clip you put on Instagram. It wasn't a clip you put on Snapchat. It wasn't a clip you put on TikTok. Over 70 hours of footage of child abuse. Where's the uproar between the LGBTQ community and the uproar between the Christian community? Where's the Christians at? Now, let me ask you Christians something. What if these 2 demons, because that's all they are, demons and devils, what if these 2 demons accepted Jesus Christ in their heart? What if these 2 devils accepted Jesus Christ in their heart as their Lord and Savior? You believe there's a place for these demons, and I'm trying to be nice with it. Do you believe there's a place in the kingdom of heaven for these demons? Think about it. And we're going to play it again one more time. But listen, this is fair use. This ain't our words. You know what I'm saying? This ain't our words. And they said something that we know it might be, you know what I'm saying? It might be crazy, but we're not saying those words. So we're sharing it, and it's nothing but the truth. But it was heavy child abuse. Shout out to the servants, Rhode Island in the building. All praises, right? So let's play it one more time so y'all can get it. Then we're going to go into the article, and we're going to read some. Matter of fact, before we play it again, let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 14 now. Ecclesiastes 12 and 14.
14.
The book of Ecclesiastes, 12. It's coming up on my
And Shabbat Shalom to all the 12 tribes worldwide. We still in the Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? In this cold. That's why we ain't outside catching colds. Brothers in the crib. We out here doing the work through the internet, baby. You know what I'm saying? The work don't stop. But hey man, y'all can go out there and catch a cold if y'all want to, but we inside. Jake loves to scream, we outside. We outside. Yeah, y'all outside. Good luck with that one. Well, we inside today, Jack. We be outside back to our regular scheduled program next Shabbat.
Good.
Right? You got it up?
No.
Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment, whether it be. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
So the Lord is going to bring forth judgment of every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil, man. The Most High is going to bring it. And what you've seen, it was brought to light, right? And we're going to find out how it was brought to light, you know, because these demons, they have their own special circuit where Aliyah, give me the precept where it says every beast sort of to its kind in the Apocrypha. Right? Everybody has their own. You're gonna see the hawks flying with the hawks. You're gonna see the eagles flying with the eagles. You're gonna see the pigeons flying with the pigeons. You're gonna see the goats amongst the goats. You're gonna see the sheep amongst the sheep. Every species hangs around their own, right? Even though everybody tries to mix everything up, especially right here in America, right? God doesn't do that, right? God created everything to be with his own, and you're going to see this. Watch this here. Go ahead, Al.
Conyers, the book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 15. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor.
Right? Every beast loveth his like, man. So you're going to be amongst these defiled beasts right here. We're going to use that one for them. These defiled beasts, demon devils, right? They're what they did, they got a circuit. And I'm not saying their circuit is all LGBTQ. I'm not going to put it on all of them. I'm not going to do that. Because even though they do that to us, they call everybody homophobic. They say we're this, we're that, we hate everybody. But that's not the case. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Right? Birds of a feather flock together. So what you see here is these demonic forces, they're sharing these videos amongst their circuit. Now, was their circuit a part of the LGBTQ community? They had to be, because it's men on boy child abuse, right? So let's play it again. This is going to be the last time we're going to play it. Then we're going to go into the article, right?
Breaking news: 2 gay men from Georgia, darlings of the LGBTQ community, have now been convicted and sentenced to 100 years in prison with no chance of parole after they created a house of horror for their 2 sons, which they adopted from a Christian special needs agency called All God's Children at the age of 3 and 5. Zachary and William Zulok were caught molesting the 2 young kids for long periods of time, performing oral you-know-what on the 2 boys and forcing them to do the same to them and raping them. The couple decided to go further and pimp out the kids to other nearby men, including this guy, sending footage to this guy, also going to jail for raping them. The police have found over 7 terabytes of videos, images, text messages of the crimes. Join me on Discord to discuss it.
You see this? So that's it for that one, right? So it's crazy. Shalom, Matanya, Shalom. It's crazy. Give me Exodus 22 and 22. Right, seven terabytes is bananas. You know, and the name of the adoption agency was called All God's Children. It was called All God's Children. So I want you to get this real quick. You got it out?
The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 22. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
You see this? Y'all gonna understand that the Lord has a certain love. The Lord has a certain love for fatherless children, man. The Lord has a certain love, a separate love for the widows, man. Because he tells you right here, we're going to go into a couple of these precepts. He's going to show you what he says to deal with these, how you deal with these. I didn't see that part till now. My computer is high end and only holds 2 terabytes. You see that? His computer is high end and only holds 2 terabytes. It's a lot going on, man. Right? So read that again, Baba Kushar.
It says, ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
So ye shall not. This is a commandment. This is a law by the Heavenly Father. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. Go ahead.
If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry.
What did the Lord just say?
And they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry.
The Lord is hearing these cries of all of God's children, the true all of God's children, the ones that's in the ghettos, the ones that's in the slums, the ones that don't have no fathers, man, the ones that their mothers are widows, especially orphans, man, where their mothers is on drugs, they can't take care of them, or their mother passed away and their father is on drugs and can't take care of them, or they're both gone. Their father and mother is no longer there. The Lord has a certain love, man, and compassion and mercy for these categories: the widow, the fatherless child. Right? Go ahead.
And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword.
Hold on. See, this is why when child predators, when they get put in jail, this is the reason why they have such a hard time with life after that. This is the reason why those inmates apply extra pressure on them, if you get what I mean. Right? And is God against the LGBTQ community according to the Bible? Yes, he is. But in this instinct, where 2 men are child abusing these children the way they did after they was in such a vulnerable state, you take them from being orphans. These children are starting to think that they have somebody that's going to take care of them and love them and provide for them and nurture them and show them about life, the meaning of life. And you take all of that away from them. You take all of that away from them for your filthy, wicked lust, your sexual deviancy. And you get put in a position where you get to meet Big Bubba. Big Bubba is going to make sure you get acquainted nicely in jail. And you're not going to get, Big Bubba is not going to give you the romantic candlelight dinners in jail. Even though the giver and the receiver is against God. Even though the giver and the receiver is against God. In this situation, we hope Big Bubba and the rest of his crew give it to you like you've never got it before. It is what it is. The Lord created, give me that real quick. Hold that and give me the Lord created the wicked for the day of judgment. Right. And those children are special needs, man. And those children are special needs, man. You gotta be off the chart, man, to abuse special needs children, any child, but more so with special needs children. Go ahead,
I can't get it.
What was that precept again? I think
The Lord created the wicked for the day of judgment. They special needs. Shalom to Jonathan, El Gallo, this guy. Learning with JoJo, my rib in there.
Sorry,
Hit the like button, hit the like, comment, subscribe, share. We're gonna go in, man, because this is something that's not talked about. See, you have, and we're not gonna do this, but you got certain people that they come on here is to gossip. They want to show you who got more wisdom than the next camp, who got more knowledge, who got more truth, who got more of this, who got more of that. But there's so many other topics to talk about. There's so much wickedness that needs to be exposed, and you rather spend your time in folly and going back and forth to show them who could pee father. Look at me, Hercules. Who can pee father? Right? You got that out?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Right. Even the wicked. The Lord created all things, even the wicked for the day of evil. So when these two demonic forces, when these two abominable abominations of human beings end up amongst Big Bubba, and Big Bubba gives it to them the way they never got it before. Because, see, you don't understand. When you get locked up for this type of crimes, you're not just going to get what you gave to those children. They're going to physically black and blue your face. They're going to physically make your mouth bleed, make your nose bleed. Your eyes are going to be swollen shut. You probably go deaf in one ear because they're going to keep kicking you in one side of the face. Right? You probably have to eat out of a straw for a while because your jaw is broken. Not only that, you probably it's gonna leak blood and doo-doo out of that thing forever. Because it's never gonna clamp back up again. I promise you that. You might get fisted. Use your imagination. You might get fisted, right? With Brillo. With a pad of Brillo. And this is why the Lord creates evil for the day of wickedness. The wicked for the day of evil. Every dog has his day. So let's go back to Exodus and read 24. Yeah, read 24.
This is Exodus chapter 22, verse 24 again. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless.
This is what the Lord, this is, you do you understand how hot the Lord, now the Lord is going to make you and your children, he's going to make your wife a widow. Your children are fatherless. But in this situation, there's no widow here. They can't be a widow because they're part of the LGBTQ community, and they're both locked up. So who gets to grieve? Who gets to cry? Their mothers, right? the mothers of these two beasts in the field, these abominable beasts, their mothers, their parents, their family members. I know some of them probably had a clue of how evil and wicked they was doing, but they didn't know they were taking it to this extent. Because you got some people that can hide their evil. You know what I'm saying? You have some people that can hide their evil pretty good. There was a guy by the name of Hakeem, right? A guy by the name of Hakeem that was a part of the Israelite community. Sherman Atkins, you can look up his name. He's a sex offender. You probably seen his face in the community. His name is Sherman Atkins. He was another abominable beast. Not only did he not protect his own daughters, he didn't do it. I don't know if he did, you know what I'm saying? But not only did he did not protect his own daughters, right? But he also added sin on top of sin because he robbed the Israelite community on top of that. Look him up. His name is Sherman Atkins. He's as guilty as these devils are. And that's a black devil. So we don't discriminate against evil here. There's white devils and there's black devils. And there's some devils that say they are Israelites. And they'll salute you. Look up that man, Sherman Atkins. And you see his big ass ugly face, man. All right? He's the same as these bastards. Sexual deviant. And he's even worse because he ain't even he child abused his own flesh and blood, man. His own flesh and blood. Right? So let's go.
I appreciate King.
Well, you had something?
All right. Kind of get Ezekiel chapter 11, and it says, "But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their abominations, I will recompense their own way with their way of their own heads," said the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord, He said He's going to recompense them for their wickedness. Like the brother bringing it up, man. Who knows what's the things that's going to go down in that jail cell, man? Because brothers be keeping track of these these child predators that do those things to children. They're gonna do something to you, man. Heal you up, and that's all the Lord's doing, right? Bringing that your own evil upon your own head. You got it, King.
Come. Let's go to Job 29. Job 29 and 12. Watch this, man. Y'all got to understand, man, this is a sensitive topic. But you know what's crazy? That this LGBTQ community always makes a big uproar and a big scene if anybody speaks anything about them. If we have straight pride, it's a problem with them. Right? If we have pride, but it's straight pride, it's a problem with y'all. Why y'all not speaking up about this? Where's your leaders at? Where's RuPaul? Right? Where's RuPaul at? Where's your leaders? Why are they not speaking up about this evil, man? There's an old saying, if you don't speak up, if you don't speak against it, that means you for it, man. That means you condone it. Right? Give me that. Job 29 and 12.
On this book of Job, chapter 29, verse 12. Because I delivered the poor that cried, and the fatherless, and him that had none to help him.
Right? And him that had none to help him. So this is who the Lord is delivering, man. The Lord is delivering the poor that cried, man, and the fatherless, and him that had none to help him, man. The Lord is going to help the helpless. And believe it or not, our people are mostly the ones that's helpless, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get some because I want to. It's time to put this situation up there too. You know what I'm saying? It's time. Let me because I want to show people this evil, man. And this been on my heart for a while, but this is the perfect timing. Everything is in due season, right? Everything is in due season. Go ahead, read me the next precept, Pop.
Hmm.
No, this is Job chapter 29, verse 14. I put on righteousness, and it clothed me. My judgment was as a robe and a diadem.
No, you're supposed to read 13 out.
What's like it? Job 29, verse 13. The blessing of him that was ready to perish came upon me, and I caused the widow's heart to sing for joy.
You see that? The blessing of him that was ready to perish came upon me, and I caused the widow heart to sing for joy, man. The Lord is hearing the prayers of all those brothers and sisters crying, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially those children that's helpless, the orphans, man. The orphans, it's insane. I'm looking for something, but give me real quick also. Give me I want to go there. No, hold on, because before I go to Esau and show how devilish Esau is, man, I really want to put this up here, man, because this is about time. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in due season, and all wickedness is going to be exposed, man. All wickedness is going to be exposed, because these demons make me hot, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Lord puts that spirit on them jokers in jail to do these individuals something dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? On another playing field. I'm gonna do y'all something right here, and I'm gonna bring it to y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about, man.
I got a picture out.
Come on, go ahead, Doc.
I'm gonna get the book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 4. Let me get that real quick. Like Lord, like brother said, Lord gonna expose these nations, the heathen, these devils, things they're doing, these atrocities that they're doing to these children, right? So it's Nahum chapter 3 verse 4. It says, because of the multitude of whoredoms and of the well-favored heart of the mistress of witchcraft, that sell nations through their whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Because these nations, they're selling families, they're selling these children. Right? You got they abducting kids, right? Look what these alphabet community people done did, right? They done gather these children up. Who knows what kind of money they made off of these atrocities? They had 7 terabytes of videos. Like who knows what they did, right? But keep going. It says, "Behold, I am against thee," said the Lord of hosts, "and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face." And the Lord is showing you, He's exposing these people for the wicked that they are. He's exposed, right? We got video out here, we got news outlets, everybody knows what's going on, right? So you can't hide from your wickedness. The Lord will expose you. Right, but what I use that.
Right. You see what I was telling you, and that's and the Lord is gonna expose you, right? What was the name? Cat Williams told you 2024 gonna be the year exposure. We still in that exposing mode. The Most High is lifting up these skirts, man. Right? He's lifting up the skirts on you folks. So you see this man right here. Get a good picture. Get a good vision of this man's face, right? If you ever see him in the Israelite community anywhere, because he likes to relocate, right? He likes to take things and run, right? He likes to abuse children and run. He likes to take money and run. This is the individual right here that I was telling you that was a part of the Israelite community, right? You see this man right here? Look at his face. His name is Sherman Atkins Jr., right? Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see, right? Age 57, this grown-ass demon, man. 5'10", 205 pounds, right? Tattoo on his right neck that says, his right side that says Sherry, right? His last address known was 4321 Hillside, and that sounds crazy. 4321 Hillside Drive, Lafayette, Indiana, area code 47909, Tipperary County. If you live in that area, if you live in Indiana, all right, look up that name, take the pictures, and let them know you got a child predator in your community. Warn the people, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to warn the people. So if you see this man, tuck your children away. You know what I'm saying? And get ready. Get ready to protect your children by all means necessary. See this devil? Let me zoom in more. That's as much as you can. You see that? That's the demon there. So this is just to show you that these spirits coming, they come in all types of shade. It says, Chief, being cautious, giving out the info. Yeah, hey man, it's public record. That's public record, man. You know what I'm saying? Go look for it yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I found it. It's public record, and you're supposed to be able to put these things out there. I had an uncle, right? And everywhere he went, and from Red Hook Projects, they were blasting his name, blasting his picture, because he got locked up for the same type of crime. But it wasn't a family member. And everywhere he went, they blasted him. Said we got a sex offender in the community. We have to do that. We have to do that. We have to expose the workers of darkness, man. You see what I'm saying? But it goes hand in hand with what we're speaking of. And this is so the LGBT community don't think that we're not standing up for people that's in our community. Because we want you to do the same for your community. Right? So let's go to Sirach 14:5.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good.
Right. So if you evil to yourself, now when you get this, it's talking about monies, right? The context is talking about is always double fold, right? It says, if you're evil to yourself, because if you're willing to hurt your own flesh, if you're willing to you think about how diabolical this is. You go and take a child, two of them. You take two children from a agency, an orphan agency, and with your intentions from the beginning, your intentions is, and with your partner, right? Your lifetime partner, because I guess they was a married couple, right? And you could do all of this stuff in America. So as they going to this place, before they go into that place, there was premeditated, like, listen, we could go here and do this. And I'm going to tell you how I know it was premeditated, because when we read the article, you're going to find out that one of them same demons, right? One of them same demons, he was convicted before for the same type of crime. So what kind of background check is this Christian agency doing when they hand over these children to these sexual deviants, man? But it was all premeditated. They conjured that up. Let's enhance our sexual deviancy by going to get two children that have no protection, no guidance, no direction. They're lost, even if they're Edomite children, even if they're white children, whatever nationality they are, they're still lost, man. They don't know what's going on, right? So read that again.
I say, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Right. You evil to yourself, man. How you gonna be good to someone else? Okay, go ahead.
There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness.
You envy of yourself, man. Because a lot of time, this is learned behavior. A lot of this is psychological torment that these sexual deviants done got brought up in. And they like the old saying goes, hurt people, right? So this is what happens when they haven't fully healed psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and they take their anger out on others like, you did it to me, so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to continue to do it. That's why they get upset at Diddy. But look at his handlers before him. Clyde Davis, a LGBTQ community before the community was created. He was a proud member and probably the president. Right? So who did he learn? Where did he learn this behavior from? Right? Go ahead.
Okay, come verse 7. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly.
See
and
that? Hold on. If he do it good, he do it willingly. He do it unwillingly, right? Because you go into the offense to say, yes, we're going to take care of these children. We're going to provide for them. We're going to give them a future that we know that they don't have if they stay here because they have no parents. Right? Read that again.
And if he do it good, he doeth it unwillingly.
Uh-huh.
And at the last, he will declare his wickedness.
And that's what you see here. He did this unwillingly. They're not going in there to really help the children. And you have that all the time. You see these celebrities, and you got to look at the spirit. You look at Madonna, right? Madonna got black children. She got a black son that she adopted. She got a bunch of children that she adopted. And they all look like they've been turned out, man. You can see it in the eyes. The eyes don't lie, Chico. Like Tony said. Tony Montana told you. The eyes don't lie, Chico. And the scriptures tell you that the consonants bear witness that they're Sodom and Gomorrah. Give me that, eye. You know what I'm talking about?
Again, what's called?
The consonants bear witness that they're of Sodom.
That's Isaiah.
We're going to cook now. We're going to cook. We're going to go into this article after this. We're going to dissect this thing, man.
Oh, we got it.
Sure. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 9. The show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom.
You see
they
that?
hide it not.
They can't hide it, man. You can't hide that spirit, man. You look like you flaming. You gun fire. You know what I'm saying? Thou sim, you gun fire. You're on fire, man. You can't hide it. You look like you want to vogue and stuff and do a spin around, right? And go like this with your hair. You know how the girls do in the Revlon commercials, in the hair commercials. That's the way you dudes walk around here, man. You can't hide it. Even you DL cats. A lot of you over aggressive dudes. A lot of y'all are DL, man. That's why you gotta watch who you're dealing with in this society, man, in this day and age, because it's spooky out here. You don't know what's going on. You had a transformer going to a major feast day, man. You don't know. It's spooky out here. There's times you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times you really can't tell because they done did a lot of transforming, man. They done paid a lot of money for this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you got to do your due diligence to prove these people. And ain't no way they didn't look this up in this man's past, man. Because let's read the article, because I don't want to keep going off. Let me read this article. All right. And I'm gonna read the cover because I don't want, we can't pronounce certain things. Right. So as you can see here, and there's another clip there, right? It says, gay couple who showed off picture perfect family gets 100 years in prison for horrific. Yeah, I can look at me. Horrific. You see the word there, we're not going to say it, of adopted sons. Right? Horrific. You see this? And see, let me show y'all something. Y'all think the devil is a red demon with horns and a pitchfork in the tail below the earth. No, these are the faces of the devil right here. You're going to see it. So we're going to play this video and then we're going to read the ad. All right. Fair use, fair use. All right. This is a New York paper. Well, it's still, welcome to AutoZone. They're still playing these commercials. It's almost over. Here we go. See that? So now let's read this article.
Come on.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're gonna keep popping up.
Remember, the purple grapes, we don't announce it. All right. We don't read it out loud. But go ahead.
A gay Georgia couple convicted of sickening sexual abuse of their two adopted sons will spend the rest of their lives behind bars. William and Zachary Kellogg, 34, 36, were each sentenced last week to 100 years in prison without the possibility of parole, the Walton County District Attorney's Office announced. These two defendants truly created a house of horrors and put their extremely dark desires above everything and everyone else, said District Attorney Randy McGinley, according to WSB-TV.
See the face of the devils right here? Wow. What you seeing is the devils on earth. Right? Look, William Zillock left, Zachary Zillock right, will each spend their lives in prison after submitting guilty pleas. Right? So let's go back.
Yeah, we got a precept right quick.
Come on, go ahead.
Oh, this is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So as we see here, these two people right here, we already know who they are, but as you can see here, they are not the angels of light.
Right.
But they can transform themselves as one.
And then how they came, they transformed themselves as the angels of light, because like Chief was saying, they came whole, we're gonna adopt these children. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take care of them, we're gonna provide them with food and shelter. Right, the whole time these people ain't nothing but pure devils, demons, man. Demons with the darkest and filthiest wicked desire.
And our people love them so much for some reason.
Right.
Can't trust
So, go ahead. You can read that.
However, the depth of the defendant's depravity, which is as deep as it gets, is not greater than the resolve of those that fought for justice and the strength of the victims in this case. The resolve I have seen from these two young victims over the last 2 years is truly inspiring, he added.
Right. See, so there's people that's standing up for it, but why? How come it's not a big scene in the LGBTQ community? Instead of going reading children books in schools, they not talking about the awareness and the alertness to have for our children for sexual deviances like this. Why they not telling that to the children? To report something when you see it, right? Go ahead.
The boys, two brothers who are now 12 and 10 years old, were adopted from a Christian special needs agency by the Zealots.
You see
The
that?
couple raised them under the disguise of a happy home in an affluent Atlanta suburb.
See, and these demons is down here in Atlanta. That's why it is best that we spoke about it. We had to speak about it because we down here. You see what I'm saying? It hits home. You know what I'm saying? It hits home. And nobody's talking about it. We seen a couple of YouTube, and see, people are scared to talk about it because this is a topic that you got to talk around in code, because this community is like, you know, they play the position of God on the earth sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They could get you canceled. They can get your contracts taken away from you. They can get you censored. They hold a lot of power. And hopefully Donald Trump, like he said, he gonna put an end to a lot of this type of folly, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing, hey, man, you know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. I don't agree with Donald Trump, but some things he's on point. Like what's his name? Charleston White. Charleston White, another crazy individual that, you know, the man ain't always right at all. But hey, man, the broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
It says, but their supposedly picture perfect life, Zachary worked in banking and William was a government employee. Dark.
So this is your government workers. This is your bankers. You see, this is, like we love to say, your friendly neighborhood white man.
Right.
This is what we, and then you get upset and you call us racist for calling white people the devil. There's only one way you can do this thing. You see what I'm saying? To do something this deviant, this devilish, man, you got to be of the children of Satan. And guess what? Even if you're an Israelite by flesh, not all Israel is of Israel. You see? So go ahead.
The couple were regularly forcing the boys to.
That's it. Hold on. You skip that. You know what I'm saying? To have, they can read it with their eyes. Right. To have with them, right? Let me read that one so it don't go. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta tread lightly over here with this stuff, man. And it's a shame because this is pure evil. The couple were regularly forcing the boys to have, you see it, sex with them, and would film the abuse to make pedo, right? Pedo, you see it, man. Use your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
These are pedos.
Yeah.
These are pedophiles, man. Okay? And look at the flag that they repping. You see the flag that they're repping, and this is why we want to hold the LGBTQ community responsible. Where's the outrage? Where's the speaking? Y'all protest everything else. You protest everything. Where's the protest for this stuff? Where's the outrage? Where's the outcries? Why are you not sending the Transformers and the Autobots that go into these children's schools to read them children's books? Why you don't have them speaking out against this, man? And teaching the children awareness about situations like this. And the signs. You know why? Because y'all as guilty as they are. And a lot of you have them same sexual desires, these sexual lusts. A lot of you in that community feel the same way. Not all of you. Not all of you. And I could say that. Not all of you. Because you haven't reached that high level. There's levels, different devils. So everybody ain't on the same type of frequency. But if you adopt them, if you adopt children, I don't care what's your sexual preference. If you adopt children, there's no reason why the children should go through this. You might as well leave the children as orphans. Don't let them grow up with a stepdad. Don't let them grow up with a stepmom. Don't just leave them alone. Leave them in the shelter. Leave them in the agency. They're better off. Right? Let's get to it. Let me scroll down. Go ahead.
Evidence showed they even bragged about the abuse of twisted friends. With one telling police Zachary once sent a Snapchat message reading, "I'm going to blank my son tonight."
You see that? Let's go to Hebrews 12 and 16. We gotta go to the class.
Yeah, that's some.
You see this? They even bragging about their sexual deviancy. And how can you brag? How can you brag to? You can only brag to somebody that's on your same type of frequency. Because if you brag to a righteous individual, a righteous man, a righteous woman, first of all, they're going to check you. Second of all, they're going to call the police on you if they don't delete you. If they don't personally delete you, they're going to call the police on you. And that's what you should do. You should call the police on all these sexual deviants and have them and protest that they have the same type of time that these devils got. 100 years without parole. And let them get acquainted with Big Bubba. Right? Go ahead, read that out.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Lest there be a profane person or fornicator as Esau. Who is Esau? The man, woman, the white man, woman, and child, man. Right? This is what it says. Evidence showed that they even bragged about the abuse to twisted friends. With one telling police, Zachary once sent a Snapchat message reading, "I am going to blank my son tonight. Stand by." Along with images of the boy being abused. You can't make this up, man. Read that scripture again,
Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
You see, this is base people, man. Nobody does. If you go and look up the movie Caligula, and you see what the Greeks and Romans was into, That's the true nature of the white people that run America. That's the true nature of your politicians. Is one of these guys not a government worker? What level of government agency was he working for? And the other one was a banker. These are high-level positions in this society of Babylon. And they out here being sexual deviances. The Lord said, there's none like them, man. There's no one like these people, man. And that's why we say that they are the devil. And you call us racist. But all the evidence is there. All the evidence is there. And you're going to tell us that we looking at a damn beast. He's eating like a beast, talking like a beast, walking like a beast, but it's not a beast. You gonna tell us it's not a beast?
Come on.
Right?
I got a piece of King.
Go ahead.
And this scripture really let you know, man, these people are truly a devil. Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will go down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. Right? So it said the Bible called these people, the so-called white women and child, the border of wickedness. It means they begin in wickedness and they end in wickedness. Their whole heritage, their whole culture is nothing but wickedness.
Right. Nothing but wickedness, man. They the border of it, man. That's the bar set. That's where the bar is set. Now go back to Hebrews. Give me the next verse, the 17th verse.
Come on.
Come on, verse 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
You see that? There's no place of repentance. You can't tell me, you Christians got to be out your rabbit ass mind to tell me if these damn devils, go to jail and ask for forgiveness and say admit that Jesus Christ is their Lord and Savior, that there's a special place in old heaven for them. Imagine, let's put this together. You Christians, first of all, you think that the angels are these little baby white angels, right? These little babies with wings, like on the Huggies box, the Pampers and the diapers, right? And the wet wipes. You think that those are the little angels, right? The little babies. So you're telling me that these damn sexual deviants that did what they did to those babies, to those children, can actually sit in this rainbow coalition of heaven that y'all got pictured in your mind, in your imagination, with a white Jesus and little baby white angels, that they're going to sit up there and they're going to be in the midst of little baby white angels all over again? This is what y'all envision? Think about it. If you believe that, you are seriously indoctrinated with doo-doo. Not voodoo, doo-doo. You're bugged out. You ain't gonna get this. This ain't for you. The truth is not for you. And you are of your father, the devil, man. You're of your father, the devil. Let's go to Romans 9:21. And then we're going to read the rest of the article.
Come on, it's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
You see that? The Lord made these vessels. The Lord made the white man, woman, and child to be the wicked of the earth. I know it may be hard for you to believe you in your Christian state of mind, but believe it. It's true. The Lord created them to be the wicked vessel, man. It says, don't the potter have power over what he's created? So the Lord creates the righteous, and the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil, man. That's why when you say, well, why did God make them if they're evil? Because he created them for his purpose. If you don't have evil, how you gonna know what's righteous? How you gonna know? It's a balance. But see, when we do evil, and when I say we, I'm talking about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, God's chosen people, we have the opportunity to turn it on and off. We have our God-given right by God giving us the laws and the commandments. We have the opportunity to turn it from negative to positive, or positive to negative. But the wicked only see one way. Because the Lord says what? A just man falleth 7 times. So we can fall. If we're trying to do right, we're going to eventually get it right. If you see our people that's not getting it right, it's because they don't want to. They choose not to turn into to the right side, and they dive off into the left-hand side. Right? So go ahead.
Verse 22. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
You see that? So sometimes, and that's a saying too. They say, why the good die young? Right? Sometimes it be the evilest, wicked individuals that you ever met in your lifetime, and they outlive all the righteous brothers and sisters you ever met. You know why? Because the Lord is saving them for torment. Yeah, they might be living, but you don't know what the Lord is doing in their mind psychologically. They might be being unalive every day. Dreams, being tormented with nightmares, seeing visions of the people that they done did dirty, of the children that they did dirty. Because I tell you, these two are going to see those visions in that 100-year sentence. Oh yeah, they're going to see a lot of visions. They're going to see a lot of stuff is going to get played back in their mind. And that's, guess what? That's the Lord tormenting them right here on this earth. You better off getting an electric chair. You better off getting a lethal injection. But the Lord, he saved the wicked for the day of wrath, man. Right? And it tells you that it says willing. What if the Most High willing to show his wrath and make his power known, endured with much long suffering for the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Because these devils thought they was going to get away with it. They had the perfect disguise. I'm white and I'm privileged. They had the perfect disguise. These are the people you look past. You don't even ask. You don't even ask for Epstein's list no more. You want to know Diddy's list. The people forgot about Epstein. Now they worried about Diddy and Jay-Z. Make it make sense. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Right. And that's what he's showing. You look at us, man, some of us, the people that have seen us transform, that metamorphosis from evil individuals, from some more evil than others to doing the right thing now, man. The friends that you grew up with, they was like, yo, man, I used to smoke heavy blunts with this joker. I used to pop mad pills with him. We used to be in the party, man. Yo, I seen him, man. He was taking them girls down, man. He was banging them out. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing, man. He was the player from the Himalayas. You know what I'm saying? This joker was the biggest stick-up kid we knew. Man, this man sold drugs to my mama, nigga. This man sold drugs to my mama, my auntie, my uncle, damn near my children. And now they see you on a different path, man. That's the Lord's doing, man. And the Lord's showing his power. When these people see that drastic change in your spirit, in your speech, in your flesh, and how you move, how you dress, how you walk and talk. Yeah, the people see it. And guess what? Guess who gets the glory for that, man? The Most High, man. The vessels of mercies which he had afore prepared unto glory, man. Go ahead.
Verse 24, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
You see that? Not of the ones that knew they were Jews only, but the ones that was raised as Gentiles, the ones that was raised as Christians, the ones that was raised as 5%ers, the ones that was raised as Muslims, the ones that was raised, that was raised in the LGBTQ community, because you're going to have some repenting out of there too. You're going to have some repenting out of there too, man. Right? And the Lord is showing his mercy, man. Showing what he's capable of. Right? Let's go to Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 6 and 12 in the GNT. 6 and 12 to the 15th verse in the GNT. When you get it, just read it.
Come on.
6 and 12.
Come on.
Called the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse. Say it again.
6 and 12.
6 and 12. Okay, come. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 12. Worthless, wicked people go around telling lies.
Right?
They wink and make gestures to deceive you.
You see that? We'll take care of these children. We're going to give them a home like they never had. We're going to they're going to have 2 fathers instead of 1. This is what they're promoting. 2 fathers. Not knowing deep down in these devilish minds, they really wanted those children to call them daddy, man. But not in a good way. Not in a good way. You see that? Read that again from the 12th verse.
Come on. Worthless, wicked people go around telling lies.
Worthless, wicked people. These people are worthless, man. Worthless, wicked people going around telling lies, man. Go ahead.
They wink and make gestures to deceive you.
Right. I got this. Don't worry about it. Oh, they put their hand on you and they say, I'm going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. You know, I got this. They're giving you the smile. You think, you know what I mean? But deep down inside is a bunch of evil wickedness thoughts, man, that's conjuring up. Right? Premeditated thoughts. Go ahead.
All the while planning evil in their perverted minds, stirring up trouble everywhere.
You got to read that again. What did the Lord say?
All the while planning evil in their perverted minds, stirring up trouble everywhere.
In their perverted minds, stirring up trouble everywhere, man. These minds are perverted. We dealing with some perverted individuals. And I wanted to read it in the GNT because it got more graphic with it, right? So let's go back to this article. You can read that again, but remember the blank.
Con. I'm gonna start back from the top of the paragraph. It says, evidence showed they even bragged about the abuse twisted friends, with one telling police Zachary once sent a Snapchat message reading, "I am going to blank my son tonight, stand by," along with images of the boy being abused.
Does that not sound like a perverted mind? Go ahead.
Right? It says, and they allege use social media to pimp the boys out to at least 2 men in the depraved local ring.
You see that?
Y'all see what it is.
Y'all see the word, right? Go ahead.
The couple was arrested in 2022 after an alleged member of the ring was caught downloading. You see
the words, right? Okay, you're doing it good, You're doing it good, right? You see the words, read it for yourself. They were downloading these videos. Go ahead.
And he told the investigators how the Zulaks were making, you know what, with young kids living in their house.
Right.
Both the Zulaks pled guilty to charges of aggravated child. You see it?
Yep, you see it.
Aggravated sodomy and
Yep. Blank.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, blank exploitation of children. And it's sad that we got to read this like this when it's public record. But between these guidelines and these censors and this so-called freedom of speech, which is a goddamn lie, is messed up because we trying to speak the truth here. And we got to hide and duck and misspell words and spell out words and say these different things just to get this damn thing out here, man. You know, that's it on this article. Thank goodness, because it irritates my spirit that we got to read these things like this, man. You know what I'm saying? But that just show you what times we living in. This shows you what times we living in. It was just like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. These damn devils was bragging about this thing. You see what I'm saying? And they got snitched on by somebody that got caught, right? The other person got caught. So they snitched on them, was like, hey, man, I was just getting the videos, but these are the ones that got them in their house. So now this sexual deviance get a lesser charge than the other ones. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna get some time now, but it ain't gonna be the same as these devils, right? So let's go to Micah 2:1. Matter of fact, no, go to Proverbs 16:4 first. Proverbs 16:4.
All right. Come, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Right, we read that again. We read that before, right? So this is what they're created for. Now go, give me a Micah 2:1.
God, can I read it in the GNT King, I mean the NLT?
Go ahead.
Proverbs 16:4 says, the Lord has made everything for his own purposes, even the wicked for a day of disaster.
You see that? Yeah, even for the wicked for the day of disaster, man. Shout out to Brandon J. Bias, Shalom, fam, the water for showing love on the Q&A. All praises, man. Right? T. Far, Shalom, Gat Dwan Turner. That's my man, Gat Turner. Shalom, man. You got to pull up, Got to pull up, Gat Turner, man. You came through one time, We still here, man. You know where we be at, We in your backyard, We be in Sparta, Milledgeville. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, You know what I mean? I came through bearing gifts, man. We ain't seen him since, man. He dropped his gift on the altar. Brought that Moet and that Hennessy, man. You know what I'm saying? All praises, But we miss you, Come, got to pull up, What I said now, Micah 2:1.
You want Mike Ward now?
2:1.
I'll be right there.
Can we read in the GNT? This sounds real good right here.
Go ahead.
God, this is Micah 2:1 in the GNT. How terrible it will be for those who lie awake and plan evil.
Right.
morning comes, as soon as they had the chance, they do the evil they planned.
Nah, I don't want that one. Good. Read me the KJV.
No.
No, we got it. We got it. KJV. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Upon their beds, man. Right? They deal with this evil upon their beds. They pillow talking about what sexual deviancy they could do next. Right? And I want to share this. I want to share this article because I'm just showing you we did our research on this. We're not just, this ain't no bash against no community. This is real truth, and this is hey man, it's artifacts. Right? We bring in the artifacts. Right? Let's go to this. Y'all see this here? Right? These are the LGBT adoption statistics. Right? Because I wanted to see how much of these people are adopting. So it says, can you read that?
Khan.
Okay.
It says, although the 1 million same-sex couple households in the United States make up less than 2% of total couple households, 21% of same-sex couples with children have adopted children versus less than 3% of opposite-sex couples with children. Same-sex couples are 7 times more likely than opposite-sex couples to have adopted children. The number of children living with LGBT parents has risen tremendously, and these numbers will only increase as same-sex adoption and parenting becomes more widely accepted.
So do you see what we're seeing? Did y'all just listen? Are y'all reading this for yourself? They are adopting more children. This community. They're reading bedtime stories as transformers. They're reading bedtime stories to transformers, kid stories in the schools, dressed with their behinds out, dressed with their fake breast out, dressed like this, confusing children. You don't see there's an agenda? You don't see, why is the Christians not speaking up to the, where's the Christian community? It was a Christian orphanage that gave these sexual deviants these children. Where's the Christian community? Where's the outrage with them? So that percentage is rising, and you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, man. There's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gat Turner. He said, I got you, bro. Get my bricks in order to bring out. For real, I ain't going nowhere. All praises, man. You know what I'm saying? I see you all the time, but I don't see you. You're always online. I see you, though. You know what I'm saying? All praises, man. He said, trying to bring more brothers and sisters in with me. I'm gathering sheep on my end. All praises, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, the service going to be big in Georgia, most high willing, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the school. We got some places to dwell, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, bring them through. All praises out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you see the statistics. So let's go back to that Micah 2:1.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Micah 2 and verse 1 from the top. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
See that? It's in the power of their hand. The LGBT community has power. They got power on this earth. And guess what? You got power over these children when you go into these adoption agencies to adopt them, man. You devise this on your beds. You sitting there like, yo, if we do this, then we can do that. That's insane. Now we know the scriptures talking about Israel, the wickedness of Israel, right? But this is the wickedness of all, man. But if you devise an evil on your bed, man, and then you just go out and say, you know, this is what we finna do. And you see, is the proof is in the pudding. No, Bill Cosby. The proof is in the pudding. We're not speaking out of emotions. We're speaking actual factuals. We got the facts. We got the statistics. We got the videos. We have we don't have those videos. We got the videos of what happened. You know what I'm saying? We got I got to make that a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that a disclaimer because the way Israel is, man, you don't know who, you know what I'm saying? Look, you see, it's them. It wasn't us. It was the warriors. The warriors killed Cyrus, right? So we got the articles. We doing our homework over here. This ain't no, we're not speaking out of emotions and how we feel or because we're homophobic. No, we're speaking about who's going to protect the children, man. Who's going to protect the fatherless? Who's going to do that? Right? Go ahead.
Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Right. Read that one more time, man.
And they covet fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
They oppress him. They oppress the man, his house, and his heritage, man, even the children. I'm scared to send my son to school. That's why we're doing homeschooling. I'm scared because y'all gonna make me catch a case. I pray I never be put in that predicament because out of everything I'm trying to install into my son, and you gonna try to reverse that, the morals and the stability and the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding of the Most High that I'm trying to install in my son, and you're gonna come with the reverse for my son. I don't want to be put in that predicament. That's why I'd rather keep them out of these schools because they're gonna have these transformers reading story to them before nap time. That's insane. That's insane. And this is the agenda that there is. There is an agenda. Because you don't need to, you say you don't want to, don't force our religion down your throat. That's what you say. Oh, I don't want to hear that Israelite stuff, that black Hebrew Israelite stuff. Okay, cool. Well, we don't want to hear your stuff. We don't want to hear about your rainbow religion. How about that? Is it not fair? Is it not fair? If you got the freedom of right and religion, okay, cool. Keep your religion that way. Don't bring it on this side of the street. I don't want to hear it. My children don't want to hear it. My brothers don't want to hear it. My sisters don't want to hear it. Shoot, Donald Trump don't want to hear it, goddamn. Donald Trump don't want to hear it, right? So let's go back a little bit. You read the third verse?
I have Priest King.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Right. It says, who will rise up for me against the evil, or who will stand up for me against the workers of the right? And so we will rise up to the spirit, right? How about outside against these evildoers and workers of iniquities, and we're speaking out. Right? Like I saying, the Christian church, they not speaking out. This organization claims to be followers of Christ, and they give these children to these people, right? These people don't truly believe in the Bible, but we as men of the Lord, we're going to speak out against the iniquities and atrocities of this world, man. But you gotta kind of say that.
Come, right? So we standing up. We the ones speaking up. We the ones standing up to the evildoers, man. And shout out to everybody that went and made sure they was in that court case that went to that court case, man. Shout out to everybody, no matter what nation they was a part of. No matter what nation, because they did the right thing, man. If they was against these two sexual deviants, they did the right thing, man. All praises for them. That the Most High put that spirit upon them. But that still don't change the fact that we say the white man, woman, and child is the devil. It still don't change the fact. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? That's it on that, right? Give me Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Give me Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Because this is what this community is doing by starting to do that. And why do they have to adopt children? Look, let's get to the meat and potatoes. They got to adopt children because they cannot have children by God-given right. Their God-given right, they rejected it. Their birthright to give birth, they rejected. They can't give birth, so they got to adopt. But that sexual deviancy that's stuck in their spirit, right? That's stuck in their mind that they look at like the Muslims, right? Like the Muslims. They into what Muhammad was into. 6-year-old Aisha. Y'all can look it up. And these fools will tell you, well, it wasn't the same as it was 200 years ago. It wasn't the same as it was now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We seen 6-year-olds back then and 6-year-olds now. And what's the difference? What is the difference? Y'all are sexual deviants, and we need to protect our children, man. We're spreading awareness, right? We're spreading awareness. And not only that, we're warning you that if you don't stop, the Most High got a serious judgment for your wicked behinds, man. The Lord got a serious judgment for you wicked behinds, man. Right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, and verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right. You see that? And what's happening now? Because a lot of these, let's go into it. Watch this here. And it's not all the time. See, I want to show y'all something. A lot of white people, when they adopt children, black children, Hispanic children, a lot of times is to make them their personal slaves. When they adopt their own children, and I'm talking about the LGBTQ, right? It's either one or the other. They try to adopt them for slavery, and sometimes sex is involved. But a lot of times when they adopt their own, right? And we're going to go into the statistics. The LGBTQ community, a lot of times they adopt their own. The statistics say that they adopt their own nationality. White people are adopting white children. And I don't care what the children are. It's wrong. And it's off. I don't care if they're the children of the devil. You still don't do that to them. You see what I'm saying? That's why our kingdom is not going to be like their kingdom. We're going to rule in righteousness. We're not going to be buck breaking them. We're not going to be doing all of the things that they do to our children, that they do to their own children. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do to their children is have them in the goddamn cotton field. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, they're going to be in the cotton field. They're going to be in the sugarcane field. They're going to be in the tobacco fields. Oh, yeah, they're going to be in the field now. But they're going to work. They finna work. We're not going to do all of the crazy things they done to us. Well, they're going to have the way our children had a bag bigger than them picking cotton. They're going to have them big. I want them picking my cherries off my cherry tree, or my orchard cherry tree. How about that? Yeah, little cherries. I need the bag filled. You got a quarter. You got a quarter, little white baby. I don't want nothing else but my free labor. You know what I'm saying? That's what we getting. We getting free labor. Okay? So let's go back to these statistics to show you that the Lord is putting the curses on the people right, on the people that abused us, because we're starting to wake up in these last days and we're starting to come back to the Heavenly Father, man. Right? Let's read more of this one. I think it's this one or is the next article I got. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
This is the U.S. LGBT adoption statistics and adoption facts. An estimated 2 million LGBT people are adopted. Over 43% of same-sex couples have adopted or stepchildren versus about 10% of opposite-sex households. Same-sex couples are 4 times more likely than opposite-sex couples to have adopted children or stepchildren. Same-sex couples living with children are 8 times more likely to have foster children and almost 6 times more likely to be living with other relative or non-relative children. In 2019, 22.5% of female same-sex couple households had children under 18 present, compared with 6.6% of male same-sex couple households.
See that? So the females are adopting more. The LGBTQ females are adopting more. But let me show you something. If you adopted children, if you adopting these children, what are you raising them to be? What lifestyle are they seeing? What lifestyle they're living? What life? They got 2 mommies or they got 2 daddies. So you're growing them and raising them without even giving them an option. You're grooming them. You're grooming them to be just like you and be against God. You're grooming them to be against God. So this is what you gotta analyze, man. That's why we gotta get this thing together, Israel. We gotta come back to the Heavenly Father. We have to repent as a nation. So this nation, this wicked sexual deviance nation that's over us can no longer rule over us. This is why we have to go get back right with the Most High and Christ, so we can fulfill the prophecies, and we can go back home and rule this earth from Jerusalem. That's why we out here teaching, man. Because all of these things is happening left and right, man. And there's no power in our hands. There's no power, man. Give me a Deuteronomy the curse, huh? You should have children and won't be able to delight in them, man. This is a curse. And a lot of our children, they're put up for adoption. A lot of our children, because their mothers is whores and they want to live their life. Or their fathers is out of their life. Their fathers couldn't get it right. Both of them. And nobody could take care of the child. And they give them up for adoption. And now they end up in the hands of these individuals. These are curses, man.
You want 32?
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no mighty.
You see that? Even when when we see adopted children by LGBT community, when they're our children, when we see our people, our nation, we feel a certain way for them, man. You look at that boy that Madonna got. That's insane, man. And this thing is real. And I'm gonna show you how it is even within it's more sexual deviancy. It's more sexual deviancy. We're gonna show you the true nature of these people now. Okay, and it's outside of the LGBTQ community also. Like we just showed you there was an Israelite for them charges. Y'all can look them up, right? Sherman Atkins. But we're gonna show you something else. But let's read this before I go into that other joint.
Hey, Salaki, Chi, here's the one I think you wanted right here. This Deuteronomy 28:41. It says, "Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, and they shall go into captivity."
Right. And how they go into captivity? You got grown children. It go both of them scriptures. Both of them, they both curses. You see what I'm saying? They going into captivity under what? The rainbow flag, man. They being indoctrinated with a religion that we didn't teach them. That God didn't give them. Right? So let's read this article.
Okay. About gay and lesbian households with adoptive children. Total number of same-sex couple households.
No. We read the top part. We didn't go into that. Those other three things.
LGBT adoptive parents are more likely to adopt transracially.
You see that? So what that mean? They coming for you. They coming for our children. Transracially, right? Go ahead.
Adopted children with same-sex parents are more likely to be foreign born.
You see that? Okay, be foreign born. They like the Asians. They want exotic children, right? They call them exotics. Yeah, this is real stuff, man. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bring you the proof, right? With that devil Woody Allen, man. Woody Allen, this damn devil, y'all know his history. That bastard married the daughter that he adopted, that he raised. We're going to show it to you. Go ahead.
The average age of same-sex adoptive parents is 42.8.
You see that? It's a high number. It's almost 0.5%, half of a hundo. Right? Go ahead.
About gay and lesbian households with adoptive children. Total number of same-sex couple households, 181,050. Married, 122,200, 67%. And unmarried, 58,850, 33%.
You see that? So this is the chart, man. The numbers don't lie. Right? Read that part there.
Children in same-sex households. Biological children only, 88,949, about 49.1%. Stepchildren only, 16,683. 16,683. That's 9.2%. Adoptive children only, 24,490, 13.5%. Foster children only, 2,808, 1.6%. Combination/mixed, 17,055, 9.4%. Other only, 17,115, 9.5%.
So these are the statistics here. You see that? So the biological children only, a lot of times that's you end up like what's her name? The brat. She had somebody impregnate her, but she didn't even have somebody impregnate her. She went to the sperm bank, and then look at that. She was part of that LGBT, right? She was a lesbian, and she went and she said she didn't like the pictures. Her and her partner didn't like the pictures of the black men. So she got a white man's sperm to impregnate her. She said all the black men look like monkeys. So she put the devil's sperm in her now polluted twang. Because back in the days, man, I had a crush on the brat, man. You know what I'm saying? The brat was fine as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. And, you know, I know Allen Iverson was with her at one time. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson was with her. You know, and she done went, said all the niggas look like monkeys, man. And she impregnated herself with the devil's sperm, man. So a lot of times they do that. They won't adopt a child, but they'll get somebody to impregnate them. They'll go to a sperm bank, or they'll actually have the physical, the physical thing. Or sometimes even the gay men, one of them will impregnate a woman that's willing volunteer to give birth to a child for them. There's many cases like this. And just to show you how everybody's confused and all messed up in the head. Because you got to be out your mind just to get pregnant. Somebody's going to pay you to get pregnant or impregnate you, right? For you to give up the baby to them, so they can be raised under the rainbow flag. That's insane. That's insane, right? So that's it with these statistics. Let me show y'all. Matter of fact, give me Sirach 33 and 10.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
Go ahead.
In much knowledge, the Lord had divided them and made their ways diverse.
Right. See, so the Lord, though he created everybody from Adam, right? He made our ways diverse. So there's spirits that there's just certain things we really don't do. And even when sometimes, like I'm gonna tell you, when we follow them and we do what they do, it's like when the saying as when you in Rome, do as the Romans do. And that's what our people do. They follow the ways of the heathen. They follow the ways of the Gentiles, right? So go ahead.
Some of them had the blessed. Verse 12. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified,
right,
and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low, and turned out of their places.
And this, we going back into the potter, right? The same thing with the potter, what we read in Romans, right? It shows you how the Bible go hand in hand. It's a puzzle, right? You've got to put the pieces together. Go ahead.
As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best.
Right? So now, hold that, and let's read this right there. What it say with Woody Allen?
This says, over a decade-long period, they collaborated on 13 films. The couple separated after Allen began a relationship in 1991 with Mia's and Andre Previn's 21-year-old adopted daughter, Sunyi Previn. Allen married Previn in 1997. They have 2 adopted daughters.
So look at this. So this dude married Woody Allen, and there's no uproar. He married his daughter, his adopted daughter, and now him and his adopted daughter, who's married, they adopted 2 more daughters. Y'all get what's being read here. Y'all get what's being said. The adopted daughter that Woody Allen married, that he adopted, him and his ex-wife. Now, him and his wife, his adopted daughter, who's his wife now, they adopted 2 more daughters. Do you see the cycle? Now let's see this. Let's go to the images. So you see this Asian woman here. This was this man's daughter. Look at this. Look at this picture. Oh, that's a video. No, that's a video. I don't want to go into that video. How you get out of this? Hold on.
All right.
Oh yeah, you see this picture right here. These are his adopted children over here, right? That he ends up marrying. Look. So now, look at. Oh man, look, hopefully there's an image.
You can't tell me these people ain't profane.
Where is this damn devil? It's not letting me zoom in on that picture. Yeah, so look at this. And you gotta be out your rabbit ass mind. And look, oh my goodness, look at this one. Do y'all see that one?
So I see Tony one with the two kids. They holding two kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mind you, now that's one kid. The wife is on his own, but he got the same type of daughter that looks like his wife. He got another Asian woman, an Asian girl. He adopted another Asian girl. This is them here. Look, these are his two adopted daughters with his wife, his Asian wife. Look at the way he's holding that daughter there. Y'all can see that?
Okay.
Look at the face of that devil, man. This is their nature, man. This is the white man's nature, man. Let's read the rest of that. Go to Sirach. Go back to Sirach. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Come on, so I read 33 verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So it's the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
And that's why we speaking up about this type of stuff, man. A lot of people gonna sweep this under the rug. They don't even care for this. They worried about Jay-Z and Diddy. We showing you the root of this problem, man. You see? So remember, it said the LGBTQ, they like foreign children. You can't tell me Woody Allen, he like foreign children too. But now he got a white daughter too, adopted white daughter. So he got some bland with some General Tso chicken. That's what the man like. Crazy. It's spooky out here, man.
Oh.
It's spooky out here. Go ahead, read the next precept, the 15th verse.
Come on, verse 15. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
So there's always, that's the balance. There's the children of God, who are the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and they're the children of the devil, which is the white man, woman, and child. Right? So let's go to Ezekiel 9 and 4. Now, matter of fact, give me Psalms 5 and 4 first. Psalms 5 and 4.
Book of Psalms chapter 5, verse 4. For thou art not a God that have pleasure in wickedness.
Right?
Neither shall evil dwell with thee.
So you can't say that God loves the LGBTQ. You can't say it. You can't say God created you that way. even though he created the wicked, but your sexual deviancy, you searched that out. You went into the depths of those realms of wickedness and evil. The Lord created you to do evil, to be evil, but you took it an extra step. The Lord gave you an inch, you took a yard. Right? Go ahead.
The foolish shall stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
You see that? The foolish shall stand in thy sight. What does it say? The foolish shall stand in thy sight? Read that one more again.
The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
Right. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Go ahead.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Right.
Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
So the Lord is coming for you bloody and deceitful men, especially you that want to go and seek out vulnerable children, man, that they have nobody to defend them. And all we got is a voice. All we got is a voice, but we have the angels with us. We have the Most High with us. And believe it or not, the Most High is hearing those cries of those fatherless and motherless children, man. The Lord is hearing their prayers, man. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel 9:4. Yeah, the Lord is hearing them prayers, man.
Come on, there's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
You see that? So that's what we're doing. We're going through the midst of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to see who's seeking the Most High, to see who's sighing and crying for all of these things, for these agendas that's being pushed on our children, right? For these abominations that's happening left and right all around us. Who is the Lord? This is who the Lord is saying to gather, man. And that's what we out here doing. To be an Israelite, you got to be born into this thing, man. Right? You got to be born by blood, and then you got to be born again by the Spirit. Born by blood of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of Negroid and indigenous descent, right? Indigenous descent, and that's the physical bloodline. But then you got to be reborn again and put your wickedness to the side, man, and sigh and cry about these abominations. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Yep.
And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
And that time is coming. The Lord is going to put the Spirit on the men, but this is spiritual. So we're smiting all wickedness with the word of God. You're being blasted by hollow tips of the words of God. You're being hit with slugs and buckshots by the words of God, man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
You see that?
They began at the ancient men which were before the house.
You see that? So that's what we're doing, slaying utterly old and young, man, because there's some old sexual deviancies that's preying on these children. Old demons, man, young demons. And the Lord said, what he said, they and don't come upon any that has the mark of the Lord, and begin at my sanctuary. So this is who we're beginning with. We're talking to the children of Israel. We know this is the white man, woman, and child's nature, but it shouldn't be yours. It shouldn't be yours. And if it's yours, it's because you're following them. You're following a multitude to do evil, man. That's what you're doing. right? So let's close it out with Psalms 34. We're going to go to Psalms 34 and 15. We're going to read a little bit of that, and then we're going to close it out. All praise, honor, glory to the Most High, man.
Come to the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 15. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry.
That's right. He's upon the righteous and open to our cry, man. Okay, cry to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Pray, meditate on the Lord. Meditate on these scriptures. Meditate on his word. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 16. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
The Lord is against you sexual deviancy. You know what I'm saying? He's against the LGBTQ community. But it's going to be worse when you're a part of that community and you don't speak up about the atrocities like this, right? You don't warn and bring forth awareness about the atrocities like this in your own community. You don't do it. You turn the blind eye because deep down inside you want to commit the same wickedness, man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of their troubles.
That's right. He's going to deliver us out of our troubles. Go ahead.
The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and say to such as be of a contrite spirit.
So the Lord is hearing us, man. We are the brokenhearted. We are the captives. We are the ones with the contrite spirit. We are the ones that don't know if we got a job in the morning. Right? If we're going to continue to work, are they going to lay us off? We the ones worried about these things. We the ones worried about can we pay our bills? Do we got enough for groceries right now? Go ahead.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all.
See that? The Lord going to deliver us out of all of our afflictions, man. You just got to be faithful. You got to be faithful. You got to endure, right? And you got to speak up against evil. You can't turn a blind eye against evil, man. Go ahead.
He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken.
He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken, man. Right? Like Yahushua. Go ahead.
Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate.
So it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time that all of you that speak against the Israelites, that's teaching you how to follow God and how to follow the Messiah in righteousness by keeping his commandments, the Lord is going to visit you. And when he visits you, it's going to be a different situation, right? You might get 100 years and you might meet Big Bubba and you might be cleaning his drawers. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 22. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
The Lord redeemed the soul of his servants, man. See what I'm saying? And none that trust them, or none that trust in them shall be desolate, man. So all praise, honor, glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Shema Mashiach, Yahweh Shah. Y'all see what it is. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, notification. Go on the community board and follow all the other servant channels that we share on there. Baba Kushar. We need all the support from all the channels. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App, the servants. You know what I'm saying? Everything is needed. Look for the GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to bust some moves out here. We're trying to make some things happen to magnify the ministry and give all praise, honor, glory to the Most High. The new moon coming up on the 29th. We will be at the school, 2035 Flat Shoals Road. That's 2035 Flat Shoals Road, Conyers, Georgia, 2nd floor. Come through, pull up, man, if you're in the right spirit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the Cash App. If you're in the right spirit, man, come through and break bread and fellowship with your brothers and sisters, man. Our doors is always open. We got brotherhood. We show fruit to the spirit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you come in the right spirit, hey, it's all love, baby. Come get a plate, break bread with your brothers, and let's have a drink. Let's have a drink of the blood of the Mashiach, man. You know what I'm saying? So we also, hey man, if you're in the city and you're trying to fellowship, you're trying to do the work with the servants, hit us on the email. Put the email up the servants 144 at Gmail. The servants 144 at Gmail. Hit us up on the email if you're trying to do the work, if you're trying to labor with us. Hey, you don't have to be on the streets. If that spirit ain't on you to teach on the streets and that's not in you, it's all good, man. Come fellowship. Keep the feast days with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We a nation before we a camp. We a family before we're a camp. So, you know, hey, we just the servants, man. You know, trying to take the humble route as much as possible. But hit the email, man. The servants 144 at Gmail. Hopefully type it up so I can throw it in there real quick. And it come through. Yeah, I think they don't allow you to put the email sometimes. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so it's the servants 144 at Gmail. Hit us up, man. All praise, honor, glory to the Most High. And once again, the new moon will be the 29th of this month, January 29th. And pay attention and be on the lookout for a big unity camp that we're going to have, Most High willing, the second week of February in New York City. All right? And we're going to have a place to fellowship after, Lord willing, and we could get a place and lock it in. We're going to have a place to fellowship for a few hours. Come break bread with the servants, man, especially if you are about brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? So all praise, honor, glory to the Most High. Y'all got any words, Akim?
Yeah, just to be diligent, being on fire in these last days, and being a sincere servant, and also remember to walk in integrity. Always walk in integrity, no matter who sees it. Because Most High sees everything that we do, right?
Hey man, just stay in love, the brotherhood, sisterhood, and so we can get up on out of here, man. Because the prophecies, they're unfolding. Let's keep reading, let's study, let's be diligent in this thing. So hey, all praise on glory to the Most High.
And yo, protect the children and keep them from sexual deviances. Right? Protect the children by all costs, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't a nation without the children, and the children are the future. You know what I'm saying? They're the future generations that's going to carry this truth and magnify the Lord on a higher level because we raising them to do so. All praise and honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Shabbat is over. So shalom to the 12 tribes and Kwam Yashala.